Greetings, everyone. This is the Gardening Snail of Livingston, California, just trying to keep the community informed and local government as honest as possible. In this video, we will be going over the agenda for the City Council special meeting, August 7th, 2023 at 6 p.m. Members of the public can participate in the meeting via teleconference by calling 520-525-8911. Additionally, the regular meeting will be streamed on YouTube Live. Public comments can be submitted via email at citycouncil@livingstoncity.com. Comments must be received by 2 p.m. on the day of the City Council meeting in order for them to be distributed to the Council prior to consideration of the matter. You will need to provide meeting date, item number, name, email, and comment. Please limit to 300 words or 3 minutes, and please include public comment in the subject for the email. Written comments will not be read aloud at the meeting, but will be reported as received for the record. If you do not receive an acknowledgement of receipt by 4 p.m., please call the City Clerk's office at 209-394-8041, extension 121. Note, this technology is not a guaranteed method. Call to order. After the roll call, Pledge of Allegiance, moment of silence, and changes to the agenda is citizen comments. At a special meeting, members of the public wishing to address the council for any matter on the agenda may do so at this time. Note, under the provisions of the California Government Code, the City Council is prohibited from discussing or taking action on any item not on the agenda. Comments are normally limited to 3 minutes. Please note that under the California Government Code, special meeting agendas need only provide an opportunity for members of the public to directly address the legislative body concerning any item that has been described in the meeting agenda before or at the end of consideration of the item. The public will have an opportunity to comment on matters not on the agenda at regularly scheduled council meetings. And on the agenda for this evening, appointment of City Clerk. Now we're going to do a quick run through of the staff report, which is basically a rehash of the staff report that was presented at the August 1st, 2023 City Council meeting. I'm only going to hit a few of the highlights, so feel free to pause to read at your leisure. Previous videos, we've talked about some of the difficulties the city has experienced with the position of City Clerk, mainly focusing on the duties traditionally done by the elected City Clerk and those delegated to the Deputy City Clerk. In previous videos, we've talked about some of the difficulties the city has experienced with the position of City Clerk, mainly focusing on the duties traditionally done by the elected City Clerk and those delegated to the Deputy City Clerk. It seems that in years past, many of those duties were absorbed by the Deputy City Clerk. However, there was never any clear delegation of these duties to the Deputy City Clerk by ordinance. Due to the way election law works, the City Council does not have enough time to straighten out the delegation mess in the municipal code before they have to either appoint a city clerk or call for a special election. The City Council must appoint an individual to fill the city clerk vacancy within 60 days of the vacancy or call a special election to fill the vacancy. The deadline to fill the city clerk role by appointment is August 7th, 2023. On July 5th, 2023, the Mayor and City Council directed staff to solicit applications for the city clerk role, and staff adhered to the timeline which was directed by the Council. Although staff adhered to the timeline, they received no applications for the city clerk role. On August 1st, 2023, Council gave direction to continue the appointment of city clerk to a special meeting on August 7th, 2023, to allow interested residents to apply for the city clerk position. On August 2nd, 2023, the Deputy City Clerk received one application from Candace Ray Aguilar. Staff confirmed with Merced County Registrar of Voters that the applicant is an active registered voter in Livingston, California, and the city clerk's office confirmed all other requirements. According to the Merced County Registrar of Voters, since July 16, 2023 has passed, the soonest date a special election can be held is Tuesday, March 5, 2024, the date of the next primary election. The Government Code governs the office of City Clerk, a copy of which was attached to the staff report. I'm including it in this video for you to pause and read at your leisure. The City Clerk is the local official for elections, local elections, the Public Records Act, the Political Reform Act, and the Brown Act, open meeting laws. The statutes of the state of California prescribe the basic functions and duties of the city clerk, and the Government Code and Election Code provide precise and specific responsibilities and procedures to follow. The city clerk serves as the liaison between the public and city council and provides related municipal services. As an elections official, the city clerk administers federal, state, and local procedures through which the local government representatives are selected, assists candidates, and manages the process. As a legislative administrator, the city clerk prepares the legislative agenda, verifies legal notices that have been posted and published, and completes the necessary arrangements to ensure an effective meeting. As a records manager, the city clerk is required to maintain and index the minutes, ordinances, and resolutions adopted by the legislative body. Also ensures that other municipal records are readily available to the public. I don't know about you, but to me this sounds more like a full-time job than a $100 a month part-time commitment. Moving on to further considerations. In order to avoid issues regarding lack of a qualified application or individuals seeking election to the position of city clerk, the city council may take steps to have the position changed from elected to appointed. The city council may submit a ballot measure to the voters asking whether the elected city clerk position should be changed to an appointed position by the city council. However, the city council cannot submit this question to the electors more often than once in an 11-month period. The ballot language shall be printed in substantially the following form. Shall the office of city clerk be appointive? Furthermore, the words yes and no shall be so printed on the ballots that the voters may express their choice. Upon the simple majority of votes cast on the proposition for it, the city council shall appoint the city clerk at the expiration of the term of the current city clerk, then in office, and on a vacancy in such office. The city clerk shall hold office during the pleasure of the city council and is not required to be a resident or elector in the city. In addition, the city council may, by ordinance, vest in the city manager its authority to appoint the city clerk. Finally, at the recommendation of legal counsel, the council may wish to discuss the delegation of city clerk responsibilities to staff with clear direction on the council's intent specified by ordinance. If the city council chooses to call a special election to fill the vacancy, cost estimates provided by the County of Merced are estimated to be $53,345 if the election is to be held on November 7, 2023, or $15,448 if the election is to be held at the March 5, 2024 presidential primary election. Moving on to the Government Code itself. Feel free to pause to read at your leisure. Pause to read, and pause to read. If you like what I do here, please follow me on Facebook and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And remember, editorial content is my own as a long-term resident of Livingston and does not represent the views and opinions of the City Council or the City of Livingston itself, and does not hold itself out to be any kind of legal advice.